This is Farm Talk on Full Stroke Media. From the fields, farms, and rural communities that keep America moving. Hosted by Amy, one of the founders of the Veterans and Young Farmers Alliance. Protecting American farming, family farms, and the good Lord's lands for future generations to come. Powered by Full Stroke Media.
Welcome back to Farm Talk. I'm Amy with the Veterans and Young Farmers Alliance. Today I want to ask a simple question. Who will own American farmland 20 years from now? It's a question I don't think we often ask enough. We talk about producing food, we talk about technology, we talk about markets, we talk about getting young people interested in agriculture, but there's another question. Where will those young farmers actually get to farm? America has millions of acres of farmland, but owning farmland is becoming harder for many beginning farmers. Land is expensive, financing is very difficult, and established farmers often have an advantage because they already own land. That creates a problem for someone trying to get started. You need land to build equity, but you often need equity to help you buy land, and that's a difficult place to begin. This is where I think we need to look beyond today. Because farmland isn't just another piece of real estate. Once a productive farmland is gone, it can be very difficult to get it back. And when farmland becomes concentrated in fewer hands, opportunities for new farmers can become harder to find. That doesn't mean that every large farm is bad. It doesn't mean large farmers are the problem. It means we need to think about access. Who has the opportunity to enter agriculture and who doesn't? I don't believe the answer is to take land away from anyone. That's not what I'm saying. Farmers have worked hard for what they own. They should be able to succeed. But we also need to think about the next generation because farms don't run forever without farmers. Someone has to take over. Someone has to continue the work. Someone has to buy the land when a farmer retires, and someone has to be able to afford it. That's where young farmers comes in. We simply can't tell young people we need you to become farmers and then turn around and give them nowhere to start. That is not a pipeline. It's just a dead end. And if we want young people in agriculture, we have to create real opportunities for them to enter agriculture. The same is true for veterans. There are veterans who want to build a future in farming. There are people with valuable skills who want to put these skills to work on the land, but wanting to farm isn't enough, and they need a realistic pathway. They also need access to education, financing, and they need experience, and eventually they're going to need land. This is why I believe the conversation about the future of agriculture has to include land ownership. Not just employment, not just internships, not just agricultural education. Those things matter, but eventually we have to ask, can the next generation actually become farm owners? Because I don't want a future where we have plenty of people trained to work in agriculture, but very few opportunities for them to own agricultural land. I want young people to have choices. I want veterans to have choices. I want families to have choices. And I want independent farmers to continue being part of the American agricultural landscape. That's part of what VYFA is working toward. We're not trying to replace established agriculture. We're trying to make room for the next generation. We want to help people become prepared. We want to help them understand the business. We want to help them document their experience, and we want to help connect education and preparation with actual opportunity. Because preparation only matters if there is somewhere to go. So here's the question I want you to think about. 20 years from now, who will own the farmland? Will today's young farmers have a chance to buy it? Will veterans have a chance to enter agriculture? Will family farms have a realistic path to succession? Will beginning farmers have somewhere to start? Or will the cost of entry become so high that farming is simply out of reach for most people? I don't think we should wait 20 years to find out. We need to start talking about this now. We need farmers at the table. We need beginning farmers at the table. We need veterans at the table. And we need rural communities involved in the conversation. Because the future of American agriculture isn't just about what we produce, it's also about who gets the opportunity to produce it. I'm Amy with the Veterans and Young Farmers Alliance, and this is Farm Talk. And I'll leave you with this. If we want a future filled with American farmers, we have to make sure there is still room for them on American farmland. That is the conversation that we need to have, and that is the future we need to start building. We'll see you next time.
This is Farm Talk on Full Stroke Media. From the fields, farms, and rural communities that keep America moving. Hosted by Amy, one of the founders of the Veterans and Young Farmers Alliance. Protecting American farming, family farms, and the good Lord's lands for future generations to come. Powered by Full Stroke Media.